It's January. You're sitting at home, all cozy with your wine and truffles. And then you remember, shit, I'm meant to be trekking in Nepal in a few months. And you think to yourself, how fit do you actually need to be to go trekking? Lucky for you, we've already been in this scenario. Kind of. Back in November, after traveling in Nepal for nearly 2 months and being asked every day, A, if we'd been trekking yet, or B, are we going trekking? We finally broke down and asked the internet a question we had no business asking. The basic Langtang trek is a 60-kilometer round-trip hike. It takes you through 2,370 meters of elevation gain, and on average is completed by most people in 5 to 7 days. I bet we could do it in 10, we exclaimed. So we hopped on a bus and arrived at the trailhead, questionably fit, mentally prepared for a struggle, and, despite what it said online, without a guide. Or did we?
You want to come on a hike? You can come with us. Let's go. Alright, got a guide.
Perfect. This is it, the first official steps on the Langtang trek. I think every Nepali trek starts on one of these bridges, or at least that's what it looks like in movies and documentaries. This is so cool! I feel like we're finally in Nepal. We decided to put a bit of a lofty goal of going 10 kilometers to the hamlet of Rimche.
And 10 kilometers may not seem like much, but we also have to go 1 kilometer up. I don't think either of us have ever done it with substantial weight attached to our backs, so it will be a bit of a challenge. And for reference, our fitness level is like we go for walks sometimes.
Quick little pop quiz for you. You're high up in elevation, near the Himalayas. What type of foliage would you expect to see? If you guessed cactus, you would be correct.
But you didn't. I don't know, maybe you did. Look at this.
Pretty steep.
We've just spotted some cows, and in my head, cows are just like big dogs who also want pets, so that's it. Oh, that's nice. What happened?
You know when you're walking and sometimes you feel like the ligament is snapping?
No.
I think I should sit down for a minute maybe.
Yeah. All right, we're hardly 2 kilometers in and already having a struggle.
That is such a time for that to happen. It's really uncomfortable and like burning. It's like your tendons on fire. But I'm sure it'll be fine. What's cracking?
My knee hurts, and it's upsetting because this injury happened a long time ago and I thought it was fine. It's already acting out, which is not cool.
3 kilometers in and we've already got foot pain and knee pain. Not a good sign for a 60-kilometer hike, but we push on.
Terry Fox wouldn't give up.
No, Terry, we're doing this for you, kind of. Mostly for ourselves.
I had a bit of a stink going already.
We just finished lunch, and I think up until now, what we've been tackling has been child's play. I think we're about to gain almost all 1,000 meters of elevation right now. This is our first real moment of being up, not just along the river.
I get why they call it a valley too, because it's like,
Yeah.
it's like this. Yeah, that's what it's like.
Yeah. It is 12:37. The sun starts to set around 5 here. Fuck. So that means we need to get to Rimche in like 4 hours. We have 6 kilometers to go. So let's get cracking. We seem to be the only people going this direction right now.
I noticed that.
Maybe not as many people started today.
No, I think they're just there already.
You know what? Whatever. We've really enjoyed all the scenery today. Yo, Evan, where are we?
Bamboo.
Already?
Yeah, you looked at the map and it looked like it was straight uphill. It must have just been like zoomed in so it looked more intense. Intense? Yeah, no, we were bamboozled. We're already here.
Thoughts on the first day of the trek?
Pretty immediately, I was very stoked on just being in nature. I don't think we really filmed them, but there was a lot of people on the trail. Mostly local people, I think, and they were all very friendly. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say anything about my knee because I already complained about it enough, I think. I was pretty mentally challenged today. What? Anyways, doesn't matter what you want to call it. I think I persevered a lot today. It's hard to get it across how much of a struggle it was. It was painful, and then like just mentally I was just annoyed more than anything. Yeah, I'm stoked to stay in a place that has this much character.
There is no electricity. It's not a given up in these parts. Neither is Wi-Fi or any of that kind of stuff. So I guess for now, we'll just have dinner, maybe a chai, watch the sunset, and bundle up in our nice warm jackets. See you in the morning. You said this is called chana masala?
I think so.
Yeah, it's like some type of bean, potatoes, and a really beautiful, slightly spicy kind of juice around it. And then we have a hard-boiled egg and our favorite Tibetan bread. How cold do you think it got last night?
I'm going to say it didn't get colder than 5 degrees. I fell asleep with my feet outside of the covers for hours, and they were not cold. Something that you need to think about on a trek where it gets that cold. If you have a phone outside the bed or something, it's just going to be a brick when you wake up because cold. I think magnets has something to do with it too. But
Let's get a good look at you.
Picked up this jacket from Dolpo for 40 quid.
No.
40 Canadian Robert De Niro's.
Okay. Move those legs.
Pretty nutty. It's no wonder we can't get anywhere in a reasonable amount of time. We've got dense jungle this way. We've got fall colors, absolutely cascading river. Yeah, it's too much.
Don't we just look like actual trekkers today in our jackets?
That's what trekkers do. That's their symbol. Trek on, dudes.
So I didn't have to go to the bathroom when we left our tea house. Once we get on the trail, of course, the movement activates something. And Evan was like, okay, just run ahead. I assumed that he would keep watch, but we didn't really figure that out. And I hate going into dense jungle anyway, and to be anxious and having to go to the bathroom. It took me a little bit longer, and I finally got up the courage, pulled down my pants. Immediately, 2 heads pop out. And I'm like, what the fuck? I just have to wait another kilometer or two before there's a bathroom.
I feel really bad about that whole scenario. I didn't know you were planning on dropping trowel on the side of the trail.
It's okay.
What was I supposed to say? Don't stop, fuck off, my girlfriend's shitting.
Well, we rehearsed that yesterday, so I thought that's what we were gonna say.
I was joking, I thought you knew that.
This part is fucking hard. I feel like we take 10 steps up, stop, breathe, take another 10 steps, rinse and repeat. And people always say with these kinds of things, oh, you just need to get in the right mindset. Well, that's hard. People don't acknowledge that enough. It is hard to get in the mindset and to stay there of like, I can do this. What doesn't kill me makes me stronger. Right now, if I'm being honest, I don't know if I can do this. I'm trying to see it from here.
Just keep my eye out for fallen rocks.
Thank you. Yeah, you go first for sure. Donkeys just shit on the path. Maybe I should too.
A few moments.
Sunshine!
Our goal for the day quickly dwindled. We've hardly gone 2 kilometers and we've been on the trail for probably 4 hours. It quickly changed from let's get to Rimche so I can go to the bathroom to let's get to Rimche so we can just rest for the afternoon. Hopefully we have more energy tomorrow and can do a bigger day.
Little bugs flying in my face and it's really irritating. I must stink.
Worse than the horse shit?
Apparently, yeah. I really do feel like I've persevered through the knee pain and I don't know what's happened. It still doesn't feel great, but it doesn't feel like it's gonna give out on me every step. It's a lot less of a problem for me now. The bigger problem is just that I'm getting out of breath every 20 steps.
Oh. It just opens right up. Rimche is where we were trying to get to yesterday.
Oh, we're fucking dreaming.
Okay. Hello. Come on in. Sorry, that was really cheesy. We have 2 beds that we're gonna put together, and might I say, they're quite comfortable. This is like a stone wall, and then they put some board over top of that, and then we have a nice sheet. When you come in here, you're like, oh, this is a pretty basic place, but when you've done that trek, even just to this point, every single thing that you look at, you realize had to be brought here. Either a person or a mule had to carry everything up here. Even just something as simple as this handle or this comforter. You just see everything and you feel an immense appreciation.
Okay, day 3. It's a brisk one this morning. I don't know about Ashley, but I am feeling the best I've felt so far. Knee feels good. I don't feel tired.
How far is our journey today?
It's 8.7 kilometers. It's a big deal for us.
Okay, so we really need to put away the camera and start walking.
It's like 800 meters up, so.
Okay, we can do it.
No! Just kidding, you didn't think I'd actually do that.
Pick up your trash.
Blinding!
What?
It's blinding, not deafening. Oh, look at that. I just never imagined that I would get to see the Himalayas from this close up.
You're committing to saying it like that forever now?
I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Okay. like this, it's really important to have something that keeps you going. What do you think is keeping you moving when it's hard?
Maybe it's just like fear of failure. I don't want to not be able to do it. I know that my body and my brain are a lot more capable than I think they are. I think a lot of time the only way you can know that is by trying.
I have given up on a lot of things in my life. The only way that you're gonna see what's up there is if you actually go through the whole hike. I want to see what's up there. Also, our friends are already up there. That's also a huge reason why I'm continuing. If anyone watched this and was somehow inspired to maybe try something that they thought they weren't capable of doing, I'd be pretty freaking stoked. So let us know if you do.
I was going to go get water, and then I noticed there's a whole bunch of monkeys. I think these are the ones they call langurs. They were so close. Oh, there's some down here even too.
Blessings.
One of the most exciting things just happened, something that I have been looking forward to this whole time, and I actually didn't know if it was going to happen. New wildlife discovered. We just ran into yaks. There's yaks. Should I pet one?
Those horns will pierce your lungs. Waterfall. Waterfall. Waterfall.
I don't think I've ever been this desensitized to waterfalls.
Gosh, and the clouds are just rolling in so ominously. Oh!
Whoa.
That is mountain. Holy shit. This is just such a different landscape all of a sudden. Now we're up that much higher. There's more lower bushes, more tundra-like kind of grass. We've really went through several different ecosystems.
I don't think I can explain how big of a deal it is, how much shit we're carrying on our back. That's the hardest part. I feel like we'd be so much further without all that, but I think we're making progress and we're getting used to it. And today was a strong day. I'm super, super proud of us both.
It's 4:30, we're a kilometer away. Will we make it? We're gonna put you down? Whoa, that sounded aggressive. We're gonna put the camera down. And we'll probably just see you when we get to our tea house. Deuces. Why did I do that? Are we gonna push these beds together? Ugh. Are you just gonna watch me like a beetle on my back?
Yeah. How do you feel?
Accomplished. And I know we say this as a joke, but quite possibly
Hardest I've ever been in my life.
the last time we were able to charge things was in Sierra Rubesi. We knew that there wouldn't be electricity.
I actually didn't know that.
Oh.
And when we say there's no electricity,
Yeah.
there's lights, and that's it.
There's 7 hooks. This is a 5-star resort. It's so cold that it doesn't even know where to focus.
There wasn't a big gap between our athleticism today. No one was holding anyone back. I think that's the most I've ever asked of my legs, and they didn't let me down, so thanks, legs.
This was our biggest day, actually. It was 8.9 kilometers.
Mm-hmm.
The first day we went 8.
Yeah.
Yesterday we were saying 3.
It might not be a big deal for a lot of people, but
For the questionably fit people in the room,
yeah,
us,
yeah.
it's a big deal. So, big win today. We're allowed to be stoked. So, to answer the thesis proposed by this video, we'd say, kind of. Obviously, you should listen to your body, maybe your doctor, not just 2 random people on YouTube, but what we will say is don't limit yourself. We said countless times, we really couldn't handle trekking, our bodies wouldn't make it, and while we have had our struggles, and believe me, we're struggling, we're making it through. It's just really friggin' hard, but that's made everything we're seeing that much more rewarding. If you're still sitting there wondering if you can do it, as we always like to say, just f around and find out. Want to see if we make it to the end? Subscribe and find out next week.